sure that, you know, we'll have all those videos up and running prior to at the hotel and that sort of thing as well. Is that something that you would like in the future to make sure that we do have as a type of parade for sale for road?
I would think that that would be, if you're gonna take the video sale off location even, I think you should have some sort of designated time where all the sale cattle would be together.
In a parade like we normally have it in the desk.
Something of some sort. I mean, I know people that are not seeing cattle all week, but I don't know what they're doing and buy something.
Right. Okay. And we can, I don't know how much flexibility we have in our schedule for this year, but it might be something that we can still put together.
And a lot of us just don't, you know, we don't take the time maybe to go through the barns and look for them, and when it comes sale time, and that's when we go in and look at them.
Right.
Well, it's one time when you know when all the cattle are actually up. You're not making somebody get one up for one, put one here and walk.
Okay.
At some
Great idea.
point, you know, I don't know when to add it, but something to think about.
Okay.
Yeah, if we do it Sunday afternoon, like when we normally have the sale, just finding the location, I guess, would be another thing.
I'm not sure, William or Myron, do you know if there's anything following us, you know, whether it be at the bench show, anything following us down there?
I'm not sure that's, I know Grand Angus is shortly, but Grand Angus is shortly after our sale, or it has been in the past, but, you know, it's something we can check out.
We'll look into that, see if we can get that accommodated this year, and if not, we'll try and get it built into the schedule in the future. Sure, address that. Anything else? Roger?
Why did we go to video sale?
Video sale, we were trying to make the sale a little more prestigious, you know, and that along with going away from National Western and the fees associated with National Western hosting that sale. We thought we could be more price competitive. As we start to dwindle in lot size, you know, it's becoming more and more difficult to get the number of lots to spread those sale expenses across. So therefore, we thought we could bring it back to the hotel. We could tie it into a more prestigious event. It sure poses different challenges, I would agree. But in terms of cost and change, I guess is the reason we thought we'd try it.
What was the cost on the national sale last year?
About 11%.
What?
11% sale,
That's pretty
give
cheap.
or take.
That includes the National Western Super
That was total.
That was total.
It was pretty cheap.
What's the cost of the hotel to do that at? Is it just
It will be as part of the social and the maturity and
so just kind of get absorbed up?
right. I mean, there'll be a cost associated with the sale, contributing to that cost of the evening at the hotel. But I can sure take anything back to the board if you want us to look back to having a live sale at the yards of Denver. I can get that back to the board to review.
I don't think it has to be video.
I know the board will evaluate the national sale after this year.
I just brought it up. My philosophy, my dad taught me, if it's working, don't change it. If you've got problems, you need to fix it.
Right.
And 11%, what's your average last year? That's pretty good now. I think anybody would take that.
Another reason is it did allow people from the east to participate too. They didn't always take cattle to Denver to the hills, but a little harder for the people on the east to participate, so that was another costly process.
Yeah, but it's been on live each year.
Sir?
Hasn't it been live, Randy? Have you been TV auction?
He's been in the video format with a lot of people, but not all cattle across the country.
People sign. We were really crammed on the schedule as well in terms of getting done with the pinball show and then rolling right into the national sale, which was nice from the standpoint of the national sale consigners. But not all of our pinball exhibitors were getting as much traffic as they had in the past, because there was no reason to drive them back down to the Kimball's. People, you know, by the time that they were there, they wanted to go back to the hill to find the national sale cattle, and the national sale cattle were
Most of the time, the national sale cattle are already tied outside before the bulls even got out of the picture.
So, you know, I'll sure take these recommendations. It is a juggling act, you know, to keep everybody, Kimball exhibitors out, national sales consigners every year. So we thought we'd try something different. And we'll evaluate and go from there. Any other comments? I'm just making some notes here. This is a quiet bunch today. Any? Andrea?
Side note, I know it's challenging because of course, like you said, some of these cattle are still changing, but, as a prior buyer, it's kind of nice to see some of the possible lots or what they're thinking before. I mean, like, is there any way that we can start maybe getting, you know, like a little flash, like this person's gonna do a pick, or again, so that we kind of start that interest now instead of right before we're all leaving for Denver. I mean, even if it's like an email blast or like a postcard that says, you know, right now we think we have this many lots. So far there's this many picks. There's a donor option or flush option. There's kind of just start sparking interest maybe.
Okay. Would you want that to come from sale management or from association?
I think that's something that your sale management can do because they're the ones that are gonna know, right? I mean, or maybe a combination of the both. I think it's easier for the sale management to do because they know what's going on.
Okay.
And it may not be cost effective. I just,
So more information out on consignments prior to.
just maybe to like, you know, teasers, you know, if there's a big donor that's possibly gonna do a flush option or something, you know, kind of get people thinking and studying on it.
Okay. Randy's shaking his head. We'll see what we can make happen.
He's got it all over that.
Shaking his head, yes or no?
He's kind of wobbling.
Sounds like a good idea, I don't know if it's feasible.
Any other questions or comments? Well, we've had some exciting lots in the national sale in the past, and I expect no different for this year. You know, I will give kudos to initial marketing and all of our sale managers to the national sale. They've done a good job of finding the cattle to put out up there, you know, in the offering that have been very successful in the breed. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I know Twitching.
Is there a second? I second it. It's Dustin. All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you in Denver at the National Sale.
You bet. I'm not trying to make more work for That's exactly right down the line. I'm selling pink again, Andrea.
Sometimes there's something. Was not a good thing. I wouldn't put a couple cows in there with it, wouldn't hurt a thing. Especially when you're over after dark.
Very nice people. I don't want to stop it. No, I put them on.
Well, I think we got 2 of them going, so I think we got
It's all right. There's one in the front desk. I saw what's in
That's what we do.
What? We have to pass these out, but I was going to wait until we got closer because
Right, so we just gotta, it's nothing else.
Where I live, it's 5 hours. It's about 3 hours. It's like 2 hours coming through.
you work.
Pretty much in the middle of Really? They're on the Medora musical? That's a huge, huge attraction. I mean, that is a big attraction by far. Pretty good now. You said you had kids.
She's gonna have
Farm grown, so we got a lot of open rock. It's not continuous rock, it's a lot of glacial rock.
We gotta make sure he's got plenty of bulls that get sold, so that he can come out here and raise some money. Feel my brother. No, I like that. Good reflex there. Somebody really
I grew up calling them head streets. That's all. I keep great post.
How is Sugar Plum?
If they're up to export to a lot of corner posts.
This is the first time it's a TV auction. They had the main guy of the ball, had pairs that had and they always there wasn't anybody there.
Kind of on a rotate line.
That's but I mean, like there's no registered sales everybody keeps talking.
Challenges here, there.
I'm trying to tell you. You can't wait. You can't listen. £700 on the right car. They'll keep long. It's a hard thing. I'm trying to talk about this. Yes. That's
Oh, yeah. The keys are Oh, yeah.
That's your blessing.
Can you hear me now? Thank you. Welcome to the Finance Committee meeting. Dustin is our vice chair here, and he'll be taking the minutes. And he'll do the best he can, or else he'll make them up. You have before you the minutes of the last Finance Committee meeting. Is there anyone that wishes to make amendments to it or to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
I move we accept as submitted.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I've got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say aye. Motion's passed. Getting to the point of the Finance Committee here, we had last year's numbers audited by an outside auditor. We got a clean bill, clean opinion from the auditor. If you wish, I can go through line by line items, but it will, you know, it'll infringe upon your nap time. It is pretty boring. The real crux of the matter, though, is we've got a clean opinion. We had a positive cash flow for the last 12 months of about $200,000. That's compared to the prior year of a negative 105 or 10. So we've done a lot of things in terms of reorganization, staffing, procedures, and things like that, which put the AGA on a very sound financial basis. The other number that I'd like to look at, so I can talk about my MBA, is that the working capital. We have about $630,000 or so of immediately available liquidity or working capital. It costs about $100,000 a month to keep the doors open at the AGA. So that's at least 6 months without any income at all that we're protected. So I think those are good numbers. We've instituted a program where instead of having an annual reactionary budget where we just handle the problems in the short term at that time in the budget, we've converted it to a 3-year business plan. And the whole idea of that is so that we can anticipate significant expenditures, opportunities, and that type of thing, and be prepared to finance them or to have a program of implementation of whatever the program would be. The 3-year budget plan has us with positive cash flows for each of the next 3 years, and significant positive cash flows. So what I would like everybody to leave this meeting being convinced that the AGA is well managed from a financial point of view. There's adequate funds for ongoing, more than adequate funds for ongoing operations, and to dispel the rumor that perhaps we don't know what's going on. I think we've got a very, very good finance position. I really don't have anything else to say unless there's some questions specifically. One of the things that we did do this year, and this was at the recommendation of the Finance Committee, is that when we have the positive cash flows from our operations, that 20% of the incremental positive cash flows will be contributed to the AGA Foundation for research and that type of thing. Part of the logic for that is that it commits all of the membership to contributing a little bit to the foundation, and it only happens when we have positive cash flows. And I don't know where Leland is, but Leland recommended that those positive cash flows be in aggregate over a series of years. So if next year we lose money, there would be no money put in the foundation, and we'd have to make up that loss before we could, in the 3rd year, get that contribution. So it's meant to be disciplined. With that, I don't have anything else to say. Is there anyone that has any questions? This is easy. Oh, yes, sir.
Any progress on the building? Is it still for sale or?
It's under contract for about $1.3 million and change. The net proceeds from that, if the contract holds together like it is now, and you've got to remember it's a business that's buying these things, so they have to get their entitlements, you know, the building permits and all these kind of things before it actually closes. We anticipate it'll close somewhere between May and July. And the reason for that range is how they're putting together their financing package and how long it might take them to get their entitlements from the city of Westminster. Any other questions? Any other questions? It's $1.3 million netting $1.033 million because there's sale expenses. So a little north of $1 million net. Is that what you're asking me? Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
So you're saying you're selling the building?
Yes, sir.
Where are you
Hey,
moving?
pardon?
Where are you moving?
We don't have a plan for that yet. And the reason we haven't made a plan for that yet is that we've got to become reasonably assured that we're going to close. You don't want it, and this is the treasurer speaking, so I don't want, I would like us not to get ahead of the anticipated activity. And there's more than adequate space. One of the things I want everyone to realize that we've done a significant detailed analysis of the sale of the building. We've got way more space there than we use. We have trouble leasing it out. And just the maintenance of the building and the required repairs that are needed are greater than what we'll need to pay for rent. So this is going to free up capital. It's not going to increase our capital expense, not capital, our operating expenses for the year. It's the right thing to do. Now, I've said all that, and I know some of you are thinking about this, and I'm getting a bit ahead, but the board has elected it, as if and when this closes, to put this money into the foundation so it could be managed long-term as if it were the building. The building was bought for a long-term investment. This will be a long-term management system. We're busy putting together the protocol, the way that the AGA would request funds for, and it's for three things: research, juniors, and promotion. And we've had extensive talks within the board about the fact that money is to be managed for the long-term benefit of the AGA and the AGA Foundation. Did that answer your question, Roger, or did I just make a speech? Any other questions? Any other comments? If somebody would like to ask me to adjourn, I'd be happy to do so.
Don't move.
I've got a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
I've got lots of seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say aye. Motion's passed. Thank you.
What should be ladies' I was just trying to make sure your name was smaller.
I think that one will be in the minutes.
Yeah. Yes, have you not seen Yes. All right, I'm glad you caught that.
If it goes somewhere else.
Yeah, it won't be.
All of them anymore.
No, I know they are very good.
I had to readjust the thing, but yeah. Two mics, and it was already in
I don't know. Unless something changes, it's terrible. I just, my attitude
We're in you know, there was
almost 90% of my selection is $10 a year after the early fees, testing, and everything. And there was one that fell off the seat.
it is.
And I brought them to know things a year already. And with all these
Now are your guys?
Yeah, I had them by a little team, and I got I maybe got but I like
It is.
It's too bad everybody can't.
You know what I'm saying? It's 2 years to get through.
Yes, I did.
They find